Hey everybody, this is going to be a new segment of mine where I'll be talking about specific games that I enjoy. I haven't really decided what we'll call it. I don't know if it's going to be like talk time with Vance or just the Vance conference room or conversations with Vance. I don't know yet. It's a work in progress. And right now it's just going to be this picture, Call of Duty World War II. So if you have other things you want to do, if you're typing up a paper for school or if you're browsing the Steam store or something like that, you can just go ahead and minimize this. It's not going to change at all. Like I said, it's my first kind of like, I don't want to say podcast, but I guess it's kind of like a podcast where you're just talking shit. So this is what I'm going to be planning on doing all day. So if you have, well, at least not all day, but at least start doing it from now on. I'm going to start doing some podcasts maybe once a month. Just random shit about me talking. Yeah, it's great. I can do this though. I can change. See, it's black now. There's my logo. Back Call of Duty 1. You know, I can change it, but you'll hear the clicking, and that kind of annoys some people, I guess. So I can have different photos pop up occasionally, but I don't do it that often because again the clicking. It's like I do this. Yeah, I don't know if it hurt or not, but it did like a little beeping, like bing kind of thing. Hold up. No, I don't think it did. Because I have the actual, what it records off my computer muted. So maybe it didn't hear it. I can mute the mic and then click and then unmute it. I can do that. Anyways, I was going to talk about today about, anyways. It's new. It's my first podcast thing. Shut the fuck up. But I'm going to talk about Call of Duty World War II. Now, I'm the kind of guy who, when they gave me the option to pre-install it, to basically just pre-order it, pre-install it, do that kind of thing, I did so. And the reason I pre-ordered it was because they said you can get into online, you can get access to the online private beta, which I did partake in. I got to level 9, I think. It was just the multiplayer beta, which I found very enjoyable. But I pre-ordered it back in May, played the beta, and then I just recently, maybe 4 hours ago, beat the campaign. Didn't take that long as I thought it would, but it was still a fun campaign. I enjoyed it very much. It took about 6-7 hours, maybe 7.5, 8. Let's just say it took 7.5 hours to complete the campaign, which is it's not unheard of with a Call of Duty game. They're mostly known for their multiplayers now, but I was hoping they would do this like they would, like they did the originals, where they had like a long ass campaign. But that's okay. There's only like 12 missions, I think. In case you're wondering, this podcast is going to be completely spoiler free. I'm not going to spoil the game. I'm going to talk about the mechanics of the game, the campaign, the story, the characters, the levels, the weapons, and how it personally related with me. And how I played the original Call of Duties. I think my first Call of Duty game I actually played was on the PlayStation 2. It was Call of Duty 2, the Big Red 1. And that kind of led to Call of Duty 3, which led to Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, which led to Call of Duty World at War. And then World at War Final Fronts, I think it was called. It was on the PlayStation 2. It was like an expansion to the first World at War. It was like a different kind of story, but I can get into that later on. But yeah, back to World War II. The campaign, like I said, was shorter than I anticipated, but I still found it completely enjoyable. In fact, I actually did a review for it on Steam, and it said 6 people found it helpful. So, but it gives you a kind of nostalgia feeling when you're playing this game. It made me feel like I was back playing Big Red 1 on the PlayStation 2. It really did, and I enjoyed the campaign. I really don't know how much I can say that. I really did enjoy that campaign. It was awesome. The characters, you really do fall in love with the characters. At least there's a particular character you fall in love with. I say fall in love with, but you get a strong attachment to that character, and you kind of want to see them through the entire campaign. I'm not going to spoil anything, though. And throughout the campaign, there's other NPCs that you can help. Like, they're on the ground screaming for help, and you have to drag them behind some cover while you're getting shot at. So kind of gives you that feeling like you need to save everybody, but sometimes you really can't save everybody. Some people will die because there's a pain in the ass to get to them. So, yeah, and a good thing, another thing I liked about this game, another one of the mechanics, is that the health regeneration is gone. There's no more health regeneration. It's just you get shot, you have a health bar, but you can find med kits throughout the levels, which you can use them to heal yourself. You can use those, or you can you have a specific character in your squad. Every character has a different feature that they can do. After you kill a certain amount of enemies, their little bars or whatever, like their wait time gets full, and you can run up and push the N button, and they'll throw you either ammo, a health pack. They'll spot targets for you. Basically, it'll highlight enemies like it does in Sniper Elite 3 after you've tagged them with the binoculars. Another one will throw you a pack of grenades to refill your grenades. Another one will throw you a smoke grenade to throw an enemy area and call in a mortar strike. So there's a lot of things that your squad mates, you have to rely on. So you kind of want to make sure they're okay while you're playing the game, which I don't think they can die. Again, no spoiling, but it's a really good game. I like that mechanic a lot. Now the levels. The levels were kind of short. I was kind of upset about that. There's 2 or 3 levels that I found that were actually normal sized levels. Other ones were kind of fast-paced kind of stuff. But I say fast-paced, really it emphasizes that you hide behind cover and you legitimately have to fight for every inch of land that you and your squad has to go and get. Basically, every inch from you to your objective, it feels like it emphasizes that you have to hide behind cover and pick your targets wisely, because they don't give you that much ammo, which is another reason why I like the mechanic where your teammates can throw you ammo. But you can also find like ammo caches throughout the levels, and you can just refill your ammo there if you want. The weapons. I find the submachine guns to be kind of spread out. I don't know how to say this. They're not really accurate after the first shot. The rifles are where they shine. The rifles are basically one-shot kills. 2 at most if you have the M1 Garand. M1 Carbine takes about 3. But headshots, anything with any weapon I've used so far with a headshot instantly kills them. So that's good. You have different weapons. You can use a flamethrower, which it's handy, but it doesn't recharge at all. I don't even know if you can get ammo for that, but I've only found it where you have to use it maybe 3 times in the entire campaign. It's not really something you need, but it's alright. The sniper rifles, they're really good anywhere. The sniper rifle is technically a one-shot kill, really, except if you shoot them in the leg. There's a couple of sniping segments. There's some levels where, say, you'll call in for reinforcements from, say, planes or from tanks, where you will legitimately leave your character you're playing as to play as the guy in the plane or in the tank, and you have to do like a little side level in the middle of your main level, and then you go back to your main character, who's a farm boy from Texas, and then that's when like the support shows up, the air support or the tank support shows up. So you see who you are just now playing as only through your main character's eyes. It's really interesting. I like that a lot. You also play as a French resistance lady, which her level really had me on edge, because it's a French resistance and you're with a couple other people and you're basically trying to get some sort of like explosive, something like that. I'm trying not to spoil it at all, but you get like this briefcase and that kind of shit, and it's really nerve-wracking because you have to memorize your papers and your story of why you're there, and if you do it wrong, then your cover gets blown, and it's really on edge kind of stuff, and I like that a lot. Let's see, what kind of stuff I can talk about. The game, would I recommend it? I highly recommend it to anybody who enjoys the original Call of Duty games. And now, if you look on Steam, it says it has mixed reviews because a lot of people are shitting on this game because of the first 2 hours it was out. The servers crashed for the multiplayer and the zombies. which I have not played those yet. I played the multiplayer in the beta, but I haven't played the main multiplayer or the zombies at all. But I've heard good things about the zombies. But yeah, a lot of people were shitting on it because it's like not what they expected, but it's a lot better than jetpacks and anything we've had for the past 7 years when it comes to Call of Duty. And I really hope they stay with the World War II era. I really do. If they don't, then I probably will leave Call of Duty until they make another World War II game. I'll stick to Sniper Elite, or I would say Medal of Honor, but they kind of took a turn for Battlefield, so oh well. Fallout's a good game series. But yeah, there's plenty of other games you can play. If World War II is not really your thing, just skip out. They always have another Call of Duty game coming out every year. It's an annual game. So, for those of you who do not know, annual means yearly. So it comes out yearly. If it comes out annually, it comes out yearly. So I'm hoping the next Call of Duty game is another World War II game. I hope that it becomes better than this, because this is their first one that they've made for a long time. So I didn't expect it to be the best one. It surpassed my expectations, because that's how low I had it for this game. But it did a really, really great job. The campaign, the characters, the levels, stuff like that. It wasn't the best potential it could have had. It didn't have the full potential. But of course, it's the first one they've made for the past 7 years, I think. So I'm giving it a break, and I'm still saying it's like a 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for the campaign, but 9 out of 10 because of all the servers crashing and stuff like that. And I have to be kind of judgmental of this game, because Call of Duty needs to have a boot in its ass sometimes to make a game like this, because we were getting tired of the whole futuristic shit ever since Black Ops 2. But I guess that's it. This is the first podcast I'm going to do. I may do another one for the Sniper Elite series. I'm currently doing Sniper Elite 3 for YouTube. I think I'm going to continue doing Killing Floor 2, some Star Wars Battlefront. I want to do a Fallout game, but oh well. I'm not for sure yet. Those are pretty long-ass games. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This was the watching, or like listening. I should say listening. Thank you guys for listening to this rambling idiot try to do a podcast for the first time. I think 12 and a half minutes is what we're at right now. I guess that's good enough for me. And tell me if you guys like this or not. If you like the podcast, you want me to continue talking, then I'll make it a weekly thing, maybe even a monthly thing. Probably a monthly thing, though, I'm not going to lie. I like to play video games and talk, but hopefully this also helps out with my talking and commentary in my games. I've noticed that they're kind of slipping, especially in Sniper Elite. But I go into deep detail about the Sniper Elite, why my commentary sucks in that one in part 3, I think. So yeah, I already have part 2 and 3 already ready to upload, but I just uploaded part 1 maybe 3 hours ago, so I don't want to upload them that long. That consecutively. I want to upload like in between, have at least 2 days in between, maybe at least a day at least. Yeah. Anyways, this is going to be a little bit shoddy, as I said, so it's the first podcast I'm doing. Let me know if you guys want me to continue doing this or not. I can talk about video games, the recent stuff that's going on. I try to steer away from politics, because politics ruin everything. I just hate it. Legitimately, you can walk into a room, be friends with everybody, but the first time someone mentions politics, everybody's at each other's throat. It destroys friendships, which I'm not really into that. Anyways, again, thank you guys for watching, and again, let me know if you want me to do this. If not, that's cool. Anyways, I recommend World War II. Get it if you can. I recommend you get it maybe on a sale, especially on a sale. If you want to pay full price, go on at it. It's up to you, it's your money. But if you're tight on money, wait for a sale. The Christmas sale's coming up. Wait for it there, okay? I guarantee it'll go on sale for maybe 50% off. More likely 25% off, though. Alright. See you guys in the next part, which will be Sniper Elite 2, which I've already recorded. So it's kind of like see you guys in the past. But you get the idea. See you guys.